Legendary Nigerian songstress, broadcaster, actress and MC Onyeka Onwenu sadly passed away late last night following her sudden collapse during the 80th birthday celebration of another icon, CEO of Emza Pharmaceuticals Limited, Mrs. Stella Okoli.
We should all sing now.
At the event, Ms. Onwenu took to the stage in the presence of veterans across various sectors and other prominent Nigerians to perform 4 of her timeless hits and concluded with her mega hit single, One Love, a song that has become an anthem for unity. Then returned to her seat where she slumped and was first rushed to Navy Hospital, Victoria Island, where she was resuscitated and then transferred to Reddington Hospital, also in Victoria Island, Lagos, where she passed away shortly before midnight. She departed, leaving us with great hopes for a nation she loved so dearly.
One love, keep us together. Living in a world is a struggle, just staying alive. Somebody tell me, oh, why do we fight it? One love can set us free if we just let it be. Take heart in a brand new day. Girls, good love is all we need to chase the clouds away. Never need the young girls. Let one love set you. Sing it, everybody. One love, keep us together. Living in a world is a struggle, just staying alive.
One love, keep us together.
One love,
One love, keep us together.
in Nigeria.
One love, keep us together.
Help for the.
In reflection, we look at her 40-plus years in the entertainment industry as she constantly and consistently expressed her passion for music, but also fervently fought for musicians' rights to their work.
Let me explain a few things to you. When you see some of us whose names or you read about, you see on TV, you listen to our music, you automatically think that because we are famous, we are very rich. And we are rich. But quite often, you're not seeing it. I know that throughout my career, I've had to have 3 other things that I am doing. And quite often, it is from those endeavors that you make the money that you now use to put in your music. Some of us took the decision to register our own recording companies, finance our own music in every way, shape, and form. When you have, I can tell you, remember the song One Love? Can I tell you I didn't make a kobo out of it? That's the truth. Because nobody was giving it to me. It made money, but it was making money for other people. I know people who build houses based on what they made out of. That was a monster hit. Yeah. They were building houses. You can go along the line, you can ask many other musicians, how many, this song that you made, okay, take somebody, he's passed away now, Sweet Mother. Ask his family how much money they made from that monster international hit. One thing that we didn't recognize at that time, many of us didn't, including the big stars, we didn't read the fine print. When you sign an agreement with a recording company, you are signing away your intellectual property. It was when we began this agitation for intellectual property and making sure our copyright dues are paid that we realized, oh my God, many of us had signed away these songs to the recording companies. But mine was not that bad. Reason, I broke off after the second LP and I registered Ayolo Productions, my own company. And it was Ayolo Productions that was financing the recording of my works. And all that the other people did for me were distributors. So that I signed a distributing agreement with Premier, with Polygram, and then Premier. They never owned my copyright. That's why I can give MCSN a long list of songs that belong to me. So my advice to the younger artists, read the fine prints. Ensure that you maintain control over your intellectual property. That's what you got. That's a major advice that they should listen. Don't sign it away to anybody, because it means that when that work is being utilized somewhere else, that money that should come to you is actually going to somebody else. You don't own it.
The veteran was a champion for professionalism, mutual respect, the need for individuality and lack of envy in the music industry. As in her words, there's room enough for everyone.
When professionals have respect for one another, that's what you get. That's really what it's about. They say God is so big. The world is such a big place. All of us are needed. You have your own style. I have mine. I can never sing like King Sunny Ade. He can never sing like me. But both of us are wonderful artists. And so we can collaborate in order to do something good for this country and for the world of music. That's what it's about. Be sure of who you are. Do your best to be the best you can be. Don't envy someone else or think that they're going to take your spotlight. They can't. That's what it's about. Just be sure of what God has given you. Work very hard and use it to glorify His name. Let the other person shine as well. There's room enough for everybody.
Sweet love, Jesus, you're my lover. Yeah. I'm falling in love. Yeah, I'm falling in love. One love, keep us together. Living in a world, it's a struggle just staying alive. One love, keep us together. Living in a world, it's a struggle.
When I was recording One Love, in that album there was You and I. There were so many other hit songs. The hit for me wasn't One Love. I thought it was You and I. In fact, I wanted to name the album You and I. It was my producer, Jean-Paul Monique, in London, who said, oh, come, let's put a song together based on what I've seen you do. I said, okay. Last minute, and look at it. So you never really know. You just have to take it as it comes. I want to congratulate these young people. I think they're doing very well. But I also want them to realize that they're standing on the shoulders of the King Sunny Ades and the Onyeka Onwenus and the Ebenezer Obeys and all these people who have gone on before them, who worked very hard, paid their dues, made a lot of sacrifices, working for the union, pushing for issues of copyright. When the radio stations would refuse to play our songs because we were fighting for our rights, we endured and we continue to fight. That they're making money today is because people like me stood up and said, look, I know my worth. So I know what I should be paid. So they should give respect where it's due. Some of them don't, many of them do. And when you give that respect, it will come back to you.
Fellow veteran thespian Joke Silva expresses shock and sadness over the death of Onyeka Onwenu, as she was the last known person to hug her while she was alive. Too distressed to speak on camera, she had this to say: "I'm still trying to process the shock and sadness of Onyeka Onwenu's passing. I had the privilege of being at Dr. Stella Okoli's 80th birthday celebration yesterday, and Onyeka was there, radiant as always. We shared a warm hug, not knowing it will be our last. As a fellow thespian and friend, I'm devastated by her sudden departure. Onyeka was a talented, vibrant and passionate artist who left an indelible mark on our industry. Her legacy will live on through her music, films and the countless lives she touched. I'll cherish the memories we shared, and my heart goes out to her family and loved ones. Rest in peace, dear Onyeka." Possessing a Bachelor of Arts degree in International Relations and Communications and a Master's degree in Media Studies, Onyeka Onwenu tried her skilled hands at broadcasting and presentation on different prominent television stations, including the NTA and Channels Television, and made a huge impact through an internationally acclaimed documentary for the BBC, which she wrote and presented.
Soft stick.
Action.
Yeah, you should have gotten it because.
The music icon was born on the 31st of January 1952 in Obosi, Anambra State, southeast Nigeria, and passed on last night, the 30th of July 2024, at the age of 72.
Wonderful, yes. He is beautiful, yes. He's so lovely, he loves me so tenderly. My oh, yo, my oh, mama, my oh.
She was an advocate for peace and love, which showed through her music. Her love for the country was evident through all she did. May her gentle soul rest in peace.